ahead and find yourself in a comfortable seat. We'll begin here, crossing the legs. If you need to put any support underneath your hips, do so now. Get some elevation to the spine. And then just close your eyes. Hands resting, palms up or down at the knees, whichever resonates with you. And as you close your eyes, just begin to tune into your breath. You might start to count out the breath, so beginning to count out the length of your inhale. Maybe you count to 3, maybe you count to 5, maybe you count to 8. But make your exhale that same length. Just focusing on your breath, counting your breath, allowing your shoulders to relax and sit just a little bit lower, away from your earlobes. Let tension pour out of your jaw, your face, your neck. And allow your mind to still. So the places your mind may have been caught up in, it's released. And just setting the tone for your practice to come this afternoon. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Pressing palms inwards towards each other. Take a soft bow. Set your intention. And then you're just going to fold over your legs the way they are. So left shin in front of right or right shin in front of left, whatever's happening in your body. Begin to bring your arms forward and down, stretching into the hips. And then we're going to add a little bit of a shoulder stretch into this fold. So right arm's going to go first towards the left. As your right arm threads underneath your left arm, just kind of crawl the hand that way. And then walk your left arm forward more and bring your body forward and down. Grip the floor with that right palm. Almost feels like you're trying to pull the earth towards you with that right hand back towards center. You'll feel the inner border of your right shoulder blade start to open. Maybe a nice stretch down the whole right shoulder and deltoid. And you drop the head all the way down if you'd like. As you start to come up, let your right hand find the left knee, reach your left arm up overhead, and then just lean to the right into a little side bend. Right hand catching left knee, lift through low belly, stretch through left side body. Maybe even pulsing a little bit towards the right side of the room with those left fingertips. Come all the way back up. Switch the cross of your shins. So whatever shin you had in front, put it in the back. And then again, start to walk your hands forward. Once you find an edge, take your left hand underneath, crawl it towards the right. Crawl the right hand forward a bit more, and then bow. Breathing into the left shoulder and shoulder blade. Create a little traction by pulling the floor towards you with the left palm, turning your chest down. As you rise, left hand holds on to right knee, right arm goes up, and then leaning to the left, pull against the right knee with your left hand for support. Turn your chest up and breathe into the right side body. And then if you want to add a little pulsing action, just dipping into your edge a little bit and backing off. And then rise all the way back up to center. Bring your legs in so you can come forward over the knees to tabletop pose. And find hands and knees. We're going to move into cow shape. Belly drops down, but rather than traditional cat-cow here, we're going to add a move. So from this cow shape, lifting the heart, exhale, lean forward, elbows bend, tap your chest and chin down. So it's knees, chest, and chin. Then push into the palms as you start to straighten your arms. Tuck your chin, round your spine for cat. Squeeze the belly. Inhale towards cow, big breath in. Really open up your chest. Exhale, keep your chest open. Elbows bend alongside the body, tap the chest, the chin down. Press into palms, come back up around your spine on the way, tailbone towards the knees, chin towards the chest. Moving to cow, big breath in. Chest drops down, tap. Press back up, round spine. And then move again into cow. So this time, take a nice big breath in. Bring your chest down, chin down, elbows in against your waist. Landing in knees, chest, and chin. And then you'll slide your hips forward and down and lift your chest through for a cobra. Readjust your feet. You can take them a little wider if you'd like to. Elbows hug in and back. Press a little bit into the palms to lift your chest up. And then exhale, lower. Bring your chin or your forehead down to the mat. Take your arms back alongside the body. And inhale, keep your legs down, press your hips down, lift again, coming into locust. Stretch back through your fingertips, and then we're going to swim the arms a little bit. So bring your right arm forward, stretch your left arm back. Imagine someone was like pulling your right arm towards the front of your space, and you're reaching for something with the left arm. And then switch, left arm forward, right arm back, stretch out the left side, and then switch. 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 Last round. And switch. Both arms forward. Both toes lift. Reaching forward and back. Click the big toe sides of your feet together. Bring the feet hip width distance. Tap the toes down. Pick the toes up. Tap the big toes. Feet apart, hip width. Tap the toes down. One more set. Pick your toes up. Big toes touch. Feet apart. Toes tap down. Slide your palms back along your chest. Point your toes. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. And downward dog. Exhale. And so finding your way back into Adho Mukha Svanasana should feel really good after all that back work we just did. Paddle out your legs. Shake out your head. Sway out your hips. Good. Take some deep, full breaths here. Be here for a couple more breaths. Nice jobs. Good, and then look forward to the top of your mat. Bend the knees, stepping, walking, jumping, however you want to get there. Come forward, feet hip width distance. Come up to a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. And inhale, come up flat back and pause. Holding this flat back, give a little micro bend to your knees. Don't let the back bend come into this, so keep your spine nice and flat and long. Knit your ribs in and bring your fingertips to the base of your skull. You can even interlace your hands there. Elbows are wide, so you're feeling a lot of heat in your back. Begin to bend your knees a little bit deeper. Hips reach back, crown is reaching forward. Nice, you should feel your whole spine start to light up. Now we're gonna hover the right toes. So slowly pick up that right foot, shift your weight towards the left, and step the right toes back. So you end up lunging, still fired up in the back body. Drop your right knee down slowly, and reach those arms up overhead into Anjaneyasana. Nice, you might roll out the wrists here, stretching open the front of the body, leaning back. Any amount of back bend will do. Good. Now come forward and begin to straighten your left leg. So as you come forward, you're going to straighten the left leg, bring your arms forward so it's unsupported in this sort of a half split shape. Good, back toes are tucked under. And then come back into the lunge, rebend the knee, reach the arms back, open up the chest. We'll do that twice more. So slowly and with control, straightening your left leg. Reaching the arms forward. Big stretch for the back of that left leg. And then rebend the knee and shift the hips forward, lift heart up and back. Last time. Straighten the left leg, reaching the arms forward. And this time just let the fingertips come down to the floor. Take a moment here, flex left toes, breathe into the back of that left leg. You can fold into it if you want. Find your breath, breathing through your nose, Ujjayi Pranayama. And then straightening your arms, come onto your fingertips, place your fingertips under your shoulders, point your toes, and then I challenge you to get your left heel, even if it's just half a centimeter off the floor for a couple seconds. Lift your left leg. 3, I know, 2, and then on 1, land your left foot. Thank God. Rebend the left knee. Lift your back leg, standing splits. So in standing splits, just let your upper body and your head just pour over the left leg. Reach the right toes up high. Big stretch. Some of you will take the left hand to the ankle. Pull yourself in a little deeper. And then right foot can land next to left foot. Come up halfway, big breath in. And forward fold. Notice the difference between your left and right legs. And then come up to stand. Reach your arms up overhead. Lift up. Hands to the heart, exhale. Good, from here, take your arms back up, big breath in. And take your right hand to your left wrist. Pull yourself into a side bend towards the right side of the room. Keep your chest squared and lift your chin away from your chest so you're gazing forward. Right. Now shift your weight more into your right foot. Take your left leg behind your right and try to step out to the outer edge of that left foot. So right knee soft, the left thigh is against the right hamstring. Flex your left foot so you're on the pinky toe sides of that foot. Still in a side bend. Maybe gaze up underneath your left arm, pull with your right hand. Breathe into your side body. Keep the legs the same. Circle your left hand down to the floor, under your left shoulder. Reach your right arm up to the sky. So in this twist, you should get a pretty decent stretch into the outer right hip. Feel the top of your left thigh is pressing into the back of your right. Your right knee is bent, right hip is moving back. Take an inhale here, maybe let the right arm fall open just a little more. And then circle the right hand down. As the right hand comes to the floor, send your left leg back and up. Transition, half moon pose. So your left arm goes up towards the sky. Left foot is flexed. Yeah. Good. Lower your left hand down. Square off your hips. Reach your right arm up. Just try it out on this side. We got a little initial stretch in for the right outer hip. Try a revolved half moon. Good. And then let the right hand come down. Let the left foot land next to the right. Turn the toes out. Take a little malasana squat between sets. So there's a warm up for you. Rock side to side. We had revolved half moon in our warm up. That's never happened in the history of me teaching. I was kind of spontaneous. I didn't write that down. So didn't know that was going to happen. Let's see what else happens. Fingertips down to the floor. Standing forward bend. So turn the toes forward. Feet are hip width distance. Inhale, come up halfway. Zip up through the belly, knit the ribs. Micro bend into the knees. Bring your hands behind your head again. Loose grip there. Elbows work really wide. So you want the elbows collapsing. Shoulder blades are together. Bend the knees, sink the hips back. Zip up through belly, reaching heart forward, feeling a lot of heat in your back. And then shifting weight into right foot, step left foot back. Drop knee down. Ending up in Anjaneyasana, stretch out through the arms. Roll the wrists out. We're going to straighten the right leg as we come forward. So nice and controlled. Arms are going to reach forward. Roll those right toes up. Stretch forward through your fingertips, leaning your heart over the mat. And then back into your crescent lunge, your Anjaneyasana. Lift up, lean back. Twice more like that. So right leg straight, arms reaching forward. And back up into Anjani. And in your own time, transition into the last one. This is the one where we're going to let our fingertips land. Let's square off the hips, wiggle the hips side to side a little bit. Press forward through that big toe joint. Stretch your chest forward and fold. And then come onto your fingertips. Shoulders are over the wrists. Point the right toes, suck the belly in. You got to kind of round your spine a little bit to get that full activation through your core. Lift your right heel, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and land the heel. Step into this right foot. Lift your back leg up. You're in standing split. Drop the head. And just let your upper body dangle down over the right leg. Maybe you gaze up at the left toes. Try to point them a little bit higher towards the ceiling. And then let your left foot land next to your right foot. Inhale, come up halfway. And fold into your legs, breathing out. With an inhale, come up to stand. Press into your feet, reach the arms up. Hands to the heart, exhale. Bring your arms back up, breathing in. Left hand holds right wrist this time. Go up and create a side bend. First, square off your chest and your hips. Tailbone down. Then, giving a little bend to the left knee, you sweep right leg behind into the outside. Kind of heel toe the right foot out a little further so the foot's flexed. Then pull with your left hand. Lean to the left and open your right side. Keep your legs the same. Pour yourself down over the legs. Drop the right hand in line with right shoulder. Left arm goes up. Big outer hip twist. Try to really get into that outer hip. Move the hip back. Sink the hips down. Left hand down, and as the left hand lands, trade out with the right. Float your right leg back. Lift the arm. Take a half moon shape. A little balance for you. And bring the right hand down and take the left arm up. So that revolved half moon. Just check it out on this side. Back leg is strong. Lift the head of the thigh bone. Reach through that left arm. And left hand down, right foot down. Top of the mat, come up halfway, breathe in. And this time step into plank pose. So find your plank and hold. Still building some heat. Heels pressing back, wrists under shoulders. If you want more here, flip your feet so you're on the tops of your feet. You want more still? Walk your hands forward about 6 inches towards the top of your mat. So you're more in this hollow body plank. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2. If you have your hands forward and you're already on the tops of your feet, let your knees come down, then your hips. You're in seal. If you need to drop your elbows, you'll be in Sphinx. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Lift through the crown. Feel into your breath. Smooth, even breaths. Your legs are really turned on here. You're pressing into the tops of your feet. Kneecaps are lifted. And then slowly lower down onto belly. Slide palms back. Take cobra. Inhale. And take downward dog. Exhale. Press back. A couple breaths here. Move around a little bit. And then gazing towards the top of the mat. Bend your knees. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Inhale, wiggle your feet to touch. Big toe joints together. Then exhale, forward fold over your legs. Chair pose on the inhale, so sink hips down. Carry the arms up. And stand, arms at your sides. Good. Chair pose, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Take a flat back inhale. And step or jump back to plank. Let's move through chaturanga this time. Elbows in, hover. Roll over the tops of your feet. Lift your heart through, up dog. Moving back, downward dogs. Bring right foot to right thumb. Spin your your left heel down. Rise for Virabhadrasana 1. Press your left heel back, reach your heart up. Exhale your hands down. And step back and flow. Move with your breath. And as you're ready, left foot, left thumb. Right heel down, the toes at about a 45-degree angle. Arms stretch up, square the hips. And then release. Hands come back down, stepping back, flowing through. In your down dog, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, And 5, gazing forward, bend knees, step, jump, hop. Feet together, come up halfway, inhale, breath. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana, inhale. And then stand, hands together at the heart. Good chair pose, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale, breath, lengthen, and then step or jump back. Lowering elbows tucked in, taking that cobra or upward dog shape on the inhale breath, and moving back into downward dog on your exhale. Take your right leg up this time, bend the knee, open the hip up. Couple breaths, just breathe into the front of the right hip. Let that heel just dangle off to the left. Re-extend your right leg and bring your right foot through between your thumbs. As your foot lands, adjust your back heel down, straighten both legs for pyramid. So turn your belly and chest towards your right leg and start to fold any amount. Good. Come up onto your fingertips. Flexing your right foot, lift up the back toes. So getting a deeper stretch into the ankle, the calf, deeper stretch up to the sits bone on that right side. Good. Keep your back heel lifted, set the right foot back down. Toes are pointing forward. Keep your front leg straight, reach your arms back. You're still on the back toes, holding here. Arms are reaching back, heart is reaching forward, chest is squared. Still on the ball mounds of the back toes, checking your balance. Start to bend the front knee. Come up into crescent lunge. Arms reaching up, your back heel is still lifted. Turn your pinkies in, adjust your hips. Might feel like walking your right foot a little bit to the right. Crescent lunge. We're going to open to warrior two, so check your alignment. Heel to arch. Sink your hips down, reach your arms wide. Gaze at your right knee. Should be lining up with the second toe of your right foot. Reach your right arm forward more, but don't collapse. Bring your left arm forward like you're holding something over the crown of your head. Reach through your fingertips. Back leg stays strong. Chest stays squared to the left side of your yoga mat. Good. As you come up, reverse warrior, straighten the right leg. Give it a little break. So I guess that's more like a reverse triangle. Rebend the knee for side angle. You can put your elbow on your side, or you can bring your hand all the way to the floor. It depends on how flexible you're feeling right now. And then the left arm can go overhead, wrap the low back, or even bind if you want to take the full bind. A few breaths. Good. From here, dropping both hands to the inside of your right foot. Spin to your back toes. Drop your back knee for a brief lizard. Let your hips melt forward and down, stretching deeper into the front of that left hip flexor. Good. Then pick up the back knee, spin the heel down, kind of like a warrior one stance. Take your right arm underneath your right leg, place the hand to the outside of the foot. Try to wedge your right shoulder into the right calf muscle. And stay here, bring your arms out wide like wings. Final option, join your fingertips around your back. Like a bound lizard pose. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release your binds, place your hands down, and step your back foot outside your front foot. So you come forward, turn the toes out, squat for Malasana. Good. Hands at the heart, rock side to side a little bit. Let the heat go from that right thigh and hip. playing around with a crow pose right now. So you can take it if you'd like to. Maybe both feet come up, maybe neither of your feet come up today. That's fine. Just do what's available to your body. Place the hands down, the knees into the backs of your upper arms, shift forward, and maybe lift one or both feet. Stick with it, one more breath. And you can jump or step back through your vinyasa. Taking plank through chaturanga, flowing through a nice big open heart in cobra or up dog, and meeting back in downward facing dog. Take a breath or two here. Just get resituated in your breath. Clear your mind. And then left leg lifts up. Bend knee, open hip. Let that heel just fall to the right. Make it feel good. Take a few breaths here. Sometimes I like to pulse the right heel up and down. And then reach your left leg high. Step the left foot through between your thumbs. As the foot lands, straighten both of your legs and come into pyramid pose. Both hands frame the foot. You can bring the back heel in a little bit if you need to. Feel your inner right thigh, inner right calf rotate back a little bit, squaring that right hip forward. Lift yourself up halfway and flex the left toes. Just get a deeper stretch into the back of the left leg for a moment. Pull all 5 of those toes back. You can even use your hand to pull the toes back. Get a deep stretch. Release the whole bottom of the foot down, then shift into the ball mounds of the back toes. As that left foot plants, can you float your arms back? Bend the front knee. Reach your arms up. You're in crescent lunge. Stretch upwards through the fingertips. Lunge deeper. Dropping tailbone. Lift the front right hip point up. Warrior 2. Turn open. Reach your arms wide. Sink down. Check out the left knee. Track it in line with the second toe. Reach your left arm forward. And then reach your right arm forward. Both arms reaching over the crown of your head. Keep your chest turned towards the right edge of your mat. And then straighten your left leg as you reverse your warrior. Reach up and back through the left fingertips. Open up the left side body. Coming into side angle, bend the left knee, set elbow to thigh or hand to floor. You're welcome to take a half or full bind if you'd like. Make sure you're breathing. Try to soften areas in your body that aren't directly involved in holding this shape. Jaw, face, shoulders. And then look down. Let your palms meet inside the left foot on the floor. Spin to your back toes. Drop back knee down. Brief lizard. Hips melt forward. Look for the stretching sensation in the top of the right thigh. Good. As you pick up your back knee, spin the heel to the floor this time. Take your left arm under into the outside of the left foot. You can stay here, airplane wing your arms, or join your fingertips. So bound lizard for 3. Pushing shoulder into calf. 2. Pulling left hip back. And 1. Set your hands to the inside of left foot. Step your back foot forward. Malasana squat. Hips drop down. Feeling that tension, leave that left leg rock side to side. So we're going to take some binds here in Malasana, or attempt to at least. Taking the left hand to the floor outside your left foot. Your left tricep will butt up against your shin. And then taking the right arm up towards the sky. And maybe this is where you stay today, or maybe you reach your arms around and bind near the outer left hip with your fingertips. You can stay here, work the chest open, keep sharing the weight evenly with both feet as you turn your heart. Or you can walk this right foot in a little bit towards center. Lean your weight into the right foot, lifting your hips, lifting your left heel, and slowly pushing down to rise up, keep the bind. Let's see what happens. It's okay if you fall. Good jobs. Take another breath. Now I wonder if you can keep that bind. Lean forward, start to bend right knee, and as softly as you can, land that left foot to where it came from. And then release your binds, hands at the heart. If you need to take a little break, a little forward fold between, pedal out the legs, sway it out, you can. We'll try that on the other side. Take your right hand to the floor outside your right foot. Take your left arm up. Maybe wrap left arm around the back. Maybe this is where you stay, binding. Or if you're bound and you're feeling like moving on, look at your left foot, heel toe it towards center a little and turn the toes forward. Shift your weight over that left leg, lift your hips, lift your right heel, push down and come up into the bound, half bound Malasana in standing position. And then just very calmly start to bend your left knee and slowly set the right foot back to the floor. Hands come to the heart. Hands to the floor, turn the toes forward, forward fold. You can grab your elbows. Just release your low back here with some sways left and right. Come up halfway, flat back. Feet hip width distance. Good little micro bend to the knees, hands behind the head, elbows wide. Sink into the hips like you're doing chair. Shift your weight into your left foot. Step your right toes back. Good. Drop the back knee down, reach the arms up overhead. Anjaneyasana stretch. This time, if you want a deeper back bend, you can join your hands around your low back. Stretch your knuckles back, lifting your heart up. And then look forward, reach the arms up overhead. Start to straighten the left leg. Reach the arms back this time, bow forward. We're going to launch as best we can into a warrior 3. So tuck your back toes so you can push off of them. Bend your left knee, lift your back leg. Vira 3, body down, leg up. Reach your heart forward, find that slight cobra action in your chest. Step back, crescent lunge, land on your toes, arms go up overhead. Warrior 2, turn to the long edge of your mat. Reach left arm forward, reach right arm forward. Hold that imaginary ball over the crown of your head. And then go to reverse triangle, straighten your left leg, reach your left arm up. This time triangle pose, keep both legs straight. Left hand down, right arm goes up. Open up your chest. Good. Lower your right hand down. And as your palms come to the mat, take your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. Pause here. Don't move your knee from your elbow. Lower your knee to your wrist. Pull it back up to your elbow. Lower it to your wrist. Pull it to your elbow. Lower it to your wrist. Pull it to your elbow. Wrist, elbow. Wrist, elbow. Wrist, elbow. Wrist, elbow. Back up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip, stay here, or flip it into wild thing. Left toes behind you, lift your hips, curl open. Bring your left palm back down, bring your left leg back up, and bring your left foot next to your right. Come to plank pose, flow through a vinyasa. We'll meet back downward dog. Look forward, bend the knees, step or jump. Halfway lift, inhale. Micro bend the knees, fingertips behind the head, elbows wide. Sink deeper into chair. Take your left foot back. Left toes land, drop the knee. Join the hands behind you. Peel the chest open. Taking that lunging back bend. Release the hands, straighten your right leg. Arms go back this time. Flex the right toes. Good. Shifting into Vira 3. Press into right foot, bring the back leg up. Body down, leg up, hover here. Deepen your breath. Softly step back, crescent. Arms overhead. Warrior 2. Coming to Warrior 2 pose. Reach your right arm forward. Your left arm forward. Hold that imaginary ball over the crown of your head and then straighten both legs. Reverse triangle, like reverse warrior, but both legs are straight. Triangle pose. Right hand down, left arm up. Left hand down, right leg up. So go to three-legged dog, right leg to sky. Right knee to elbow. To wrist, elbow, 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 wrist. Right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stay here or drop the right toes behind you and open up your heart, wild thing. Bring it around. Take it to down dog. And then drop your knees wide, big toes touch. Move your hips back to your heels, child's pose. Just taking a few breaths here. And rising back up into your hands. Coming back to your downward dogs. Hips go high, thighs go back. From your downward dogs, take your right legs up towards the ceiling and bring your right knee to your left elbow. So you're crossing right knee, left elbow. Lower down, lift up. Lower down, lift up. So your knee never moves off your forearm. You're just tapping down to the wrist, lifting up to the elbow. 3 more. 3, 2, and on 1, kick your right leg to the left. Lean into your right hand, spin your back heel down for a fallen star or triangle pose. Circling your left hand down, just drag your right knee behind your right wrist and drop your back knee. Pigeon. Walk your left leg back, find an edge, and fold forward. Get some energy flowing into that right hip. And climb your hands in so that you come up onto your palms. Pressing into your left knee, you might scoot your left knee forward just a touch. Slide your right leg back into 3-legged tabletop pose. Cross your right knee behind your left knee. And then try to bring your knees back towards the middle of your mat again. So your right knee should be behind your left knee. Turn your toes out and start to walk your hands back, sitting into Gomukhasana. So left knee over right knee. And with the left knee over the right knee, we'll take the right arm up. Bend the elbow, bring the hand behind your heart. Do the same with the left arm, but reach up for the right fingertips. You can always use a strap or a towel if you have one at home. You can stay sitting upright or you can fold forward. Good. Where you are with your arms, take your right hand to the outside of your right hip. Take your left arm up and over, take a side bend. Bring yourself back up. Bring your left hand down, bring your right arm up and over, side bend. And bring your arms back up. And as you come down, you'll walk out towards that tabletop. The right leg goes back. Tuck your left toes. The right leg goes up. And let it come down next to the left. Switch sides. Left leg lifts. Breathe in. Left knee, right elbow. Hold. Elbow to wrist. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it out to the right. Spin your back heel down and open it up. Big breath into your fallen triangle or your star. Right palm comes down. Drag left knee behind your left wrist. Drop your back knee and adjust the back leg. When you're ready, fold forward, half pigeon, left side. And climb your hands back in. Scoot your right knee forward just a tad so you can shift your weight back into it, sliding your left leg back to a hover, crossing your left knee outside and behind your right knee. From there, turn your toes wide, start to walk your hands back and sit between your heels. This time it will be the left arm going up and the right arm reaching. So if this is a side that doesn't work for you, you can use pretty much anything. I'm going to use a jump rope right now for myself. I don't bind on this side. So you'll hold something with your left hand. You'll reach up for the other end of it with your right. You can stay seated. You can fold forward. Close your eyes though and just breathe and be here. And then when you're ready to, go ahead and release. Make your way back out to your tabletop, sending your right leg back. You'll tuck the left toes under and move into three-legged dog. And then release right foot next to left foot. And then from there, just drop down onto your knees and take a seat onto your heels. I'm going to give you a minute to practice an inversion of your choice. So you can do headstand, handstand, tripod, shoulder stand. If you want to go on your back and work on shoulder stand, you can do that. If you don't want to do any of those, lying on your back with your legs just straight up towards the ceiling is an inversion in itself, just a more passive one. So you can do that too. So I will let you know when to come out. When you do come out of your inversion, take a child's pose to rest after that. All right, get ready, set, and go. Really? Okay, I'm sorry. Get away. Sorry. So take that resting pose after your inversion. Child's pose works. A few breaths there. When you're ready to, meet me in a straddle. So come up and take your legs out really wide. Flex your feet. We'll take Upavishta Konasana. So fingertips start to come forward and you can make your way forward and down. Maybe you stay on your palms, maybe you come to elbows. Maybe you walk your arms all the way out. Taking another breath or two here. And then slowly walking your hands back in. Good. And as you come in, we'll go into some side bends. So you're going to bring your right elbow, forearm down towards the inside of your right leg. You can take your left arm up towards the ceiling, twisting open, kind of wrap it around your low back. Or you can reach your left hand towards the right toes, go for the outer edge, and peek underneath. Keep kicking out through the left leg. And then coming back up and switching sides. Left forearm down inside the left leg. Maybe you grab the inside of the foot. Right arm can go anywhere around the low back, towards the ceiling or towards pinky toes. And then make your way all the way back up. All right, now take your right foot towards your inner left thigh. And bring your left shin in to this sort of cradle position, rock the baby type shape. You can hold the foot with the hand and the other, and the knee with the hand, or you can join fingertips like I have. We're going to move towards compass. Don't worry if you don't get into it. You can take some steps along the way. From here, take your left arm under your left leg. So you grab your left calf with the hand. Lift the leg over your shoulder or towards the shoulder if you can't get it quite over. The left hand comes down to the floor off to the left. And then your right hand's going to rotate to the outside edge of your left foot. So you're grabbing the outer edge of your left foot. You start to extend the left leg out, kicking through the heel and turning the chest up. And then a slow release, rebending left knee, unravel, and we'll try it on the other side. So left foot tucks in, grab the right leg for the rock the baby shape, just kind of check out what's going on in that hip. And then take your right arm under your right leg, placing the knee as high up onto the shoulder as you can. Right hand goes out to the right and lands. Left hand flips to grab the outside edge of your right foot. So your hand is around the top of your right foot. Slowly begin to kick, extending your right leg. Last breath. Slowly unravel, bend the right knee, and release. Good. All right, make your way onto your backs. Rolling slowly down, coming to your back body, pulling your knees into your chest. Give yourself a good hug. We're just going to close with some twists. So final rinsing for the spine. The knees come down to the right. Gaze over your left shoulder. Release your left arm out. And then the knees come up to center. Drop the knees down to the left. Take the right arm out. And bring your knees back up to center. You want anything final before you relax to Shavasana? Now's your chance. If you're ready though, take those legs out and bring the hands alongside the body. Close your eyes and take any little adjustments you need to take in order to get more comfortable. We'll just be here for a few minutes, absorbing all the effects of our practice. Start to notice your breath once again, if your mind wandered. Feel your body sinking into the mat, letting go of any last lingering tensions in the body or the mind.
How long was that?
All right, welcome to your breath again. Taking a nice big inhale, fill your lungs. Breathe into your chest. Reach your arms overhead. Come back to this room you're in, the space you're in. When you're ready to, you can bring your knees towards your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze. And take your time. You can just roll to one side and make your way up to comfortable Sukhasana or sitting on the heels, whatever you prefer. Palms can come together in front of your heart. Soft bow inward. Knowing that we practice for how amazing it feels while we're in the practice, obviously, but also for the moments that follow. So may this practice serve you in all of those ways. Thank you for taking the time to practice with me, and namaste.